So I knew like some gay kids in my high school, but I wasn't really like friends with them. And so when I went to Common Roads, it was just like, it was this big feeling of like, I don't have to feel alone anymore. Sometimes there were topics. Sometimes we went to City Island and just like played in the arcade and goofed off and stuff. Sometimes we like played games. So it was kind of like a variety. And then sometimes like people came in to talk about different things, like either transitioning or coming out or just different topics like that. Michelle was such an integral part of that too. Like she basically was like my queer mom, like anything I needed, like I could talk to her about. We wanted to start a gay straight alliance, and the principal at my school looked me straight in the face and said, "We don't have gay kids here." Okay, well, I could point some out to you, sir. So we went to the guidance counselors, and the guidance counselors were like, okay, well, clearly there's going to be pushback. And had I known anything about the ACLU at the time, I would have like fought it and been like, you have to let us have one of these if we have an advisor. But I didn't know about that at that point in time. So we went to the guidance counselors, and I told them what the or what the principal had said to me. And so they were like, okay, well, let's start a diversity club, right? Like they can't say no to a diversity club. I think had I not had Common Roads, I probably would have gone back in the closet again based on my high school experiences. And who knows where I would have ended up going to college, right? Because I based my college on where I could be out. So honestly, like it probably would have just been like, all right, well, I'm gonna go back in the closet again and start dating boys again, and who knows where I would have ended up. I mean, eventually I would have come out, but I think Common Roads was the catalyst for me being out, accepting myself, loving myself, having girlfriends, finding a school where I could be out and queer. I just think like I don't know when Common Roads was started, but I also think like the trajectory of my life and my mental health would have been significantly different if I had Common Roads when I was 12 versus having Common Roads when I was 16. Because I did have a lot of depression and suicide ideation from hiding who I was and hiding myself and pretending to not be gay. And so I just think like if I had had a Common Roads at 12 years old, how much, I don't want to say better because we don't ever really know that, but like how different maybe some of my high school career before coming out like could have looked like or could have been when maybe I could have been more secure in myself and my identity sooner in my life. But I mean, if you talk to some people, like I am young, not now. Like kids are coming out in like fourth grade now. But for the time it was for me, I think it would have been like really impactful to have something when I was younger.